Hey everyone, today I want to open up some Demon Slayer figures that I've had for quite some time and that I want to open up together because of a particular movie that had both of the characters in there. And I think it's going to be pretty sweet. I know that Bandai has another figure that kind of goes with the figure that I have. But I wanted to open up this other one because it's a lot bigger and one that I wanted to open up for this character. And that's going to be Rengoku from ArtFX and then an Akaza from Bandai Spirits. So Bandai actually did basically I guess another Rengoku that would go with this one, but like I said, I just wanted to get the one that I had right now and then open them together because they fought in the movie and I wanted to open up both of them together so I can kind of have both of them at the same time. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is ArtFX, and it's this one right here that came out last month. So this one has some really cool designs on it, and I love the base. It looks a lot better than what I thought it was going to. I think this face could be a lot better, but I love this one. So like at least as you can see in the back, it does have another Rengoku on there, but I don't have it. I might eventually get it just to have them together, but I think I'm just going to keep it for right now, and then I want to open up the ArtFX one. And this ArtFX one is 1/8 scale, so it's going to be definitely a lot bigger than this Akaza. But you know, I want him to be a lot bigger because he broke my heart in the movie. I really wish it didn't happen. So this is the little revenge that he's going to have to where I can actually say that he won. So just because he's bigger. So I do want to open those. So I do want to open up the Akaza from Bandai and then open up the Rengoku one because this is a lot bigger and I think it'll look a lot better. So I do want to get a closer look on this one. So I'm going to put this over here. And then this shouldn't be too much, especially since this is just not that big. So Bandai usually doesn't have a lot of stuff that goes with it. It just has the base and then the figures. So I think it's going to be pretty easy to put together, and I think it still will be look pretty cool. So I'm excited about this one because this is going to be my first villain for Demon Slayer. So actually, this just comes together. So let me get this together. So it looks like it just is all in one. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. It just has them kind of levitating right here, just jumping up, and the design's pretty neat too. So it just has that right here. Nothing, it doesn't come off. You can't pull them out. It's just one figure on its own. So the base and the actual characters by itself. So or together. I'm sorry. And this one just looks awesome. Like honestly, for it being Bandai not too expensive, I think this was like $50. It did a really good job with the base, and then even the designs of just how he looks with the lines and everything across. So they did a great job. So they really did a really good job with the base. I love that they have the colors of the purple and the blue like right in front of it, so it kind of feels like it's doing some damage, you know. So like when someone's like fighting and they have it's pretty colorful at times, so it looks like they have damage and everything like that. And then I just love that it starts from the bottom. It just feels like a cloud, like a brown cloud, and it just goes up to his hand or to his arm, and then like he's about to attack. So it feels like it's coming from the ground to the attack. So and he's a really strong character. So I'm glad that they're able to show some dynamic with the base, because sometimes it's really hard to do that with it just showing the character in just a plain base. So I love that they're able to do that. And like as you can see, they have a lot of back muscles back there. So and even in the show, he's pretty strong. He looks pretty well toned. So like they have like that six pack right there, and it's very well detailed in like his arm muscles, everything like that. I love that they have all that paint around him. I think they did a really good job with that, and and I'm sure it was pretty hard to do to make him look like that. But yeah, the lines around look great. So, and they have these little like his little thing around his waist, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, overall it looks great. I mean, it's not going to be like the best one you can see, because I know Mega House is also doing one, that is a little bit more expensive. I think has a little bit better details, but for the price right here, and it comes with a set of Rengoku, so you might want that too to put them together. But for this one, I think it's good enough for the price, and with the colors and everything that it has. So like I said, it's the navy, the lines, and then like with this pinkish fuchsia hair, whatever you want to call it. It brings out the detail in him, especially with like the brown background. So I think they did a great job. And if you guys have a chance to get him and Rengoku from Bandai, I think you guys should. The next one is Rengoku, and it is from ArtFX, and it's a 1/8 scale. So like I said, this is going to be a lot bigger and one of the cooler ones I think that they have out there. He has quite a bit, but I think this one is probably the best one, especially for the price. I know there's a few that they have of him just like staying there, putting like the sword in his holder, but this one has him actually swinging his sword, and like he's actually doing something. So this one I think is going to be pretty awesome, at least compared to the other Rengoku that I've opened. I do have another Rengoku that keeps getting delayed. It should have shipped in March, but now it's going to be in June. So you guys will be able to see that one, but that one has definitely like the flames around him. But this one just has him doing his attack, and it doesn't look too bad. So this one's going to be great, but if you guys want to see that other one that has the flames around him and everything like that, subscribe and let me know if you're excited about that one, because I am. So because that one's a really good one. Hopefully they do a lot more, because he was a great character, and it's very unfortunate what happened. So, but I do want to open this one up. Okay, so just like the Akaza one, it has everything all in one. So you don't have to put the base together, or you don't have to put the figure in the base. It is just together right here. And when I tell you, this base looks phenomenal. Look, this looks so good. Like, because I love the flames behind it, and then his motion too. So like the base is definitely not a basic base. So this one just looks great, man. God, I'm so excited about this one. He has everything that you want basically in a figure. Just like the really good base. His face looks great. I mean, it doesn't look any bad at all, and it just has these wonderful colors here. And then actually, I didn't show you guys this, but this sword right here, I think he has one of the best swords out there. Like, it just has everything that you want. Like, it's very colorful, and it just looks good with him. So I love that they're able to. I know that each Hashira gets like basically their color, which is almost the exact same of what they usually wear. But yeah, it has this, and it goes really well with them. So I want to get a closer look up on the sword, and then I want to show you guys putting it on there. The instructions does tell you exactly how to put it on there, and that's really it. So there's nothing in this instructions other than it telling you how to put on the sword. So I do want to show you guys a closer look up on this, and then I do want to show you guys me putting on the sword and get a closer look. So this does look amazing. I'm so excited to just put the sword in. So I did want to get a closer look up on the sword. So yeah, I love that it has like the red flames right here, and then a little bit darker flames right here on the top. So this looks great. It's the same thing right here. It is actually a pretty long sword that I thought it was going to be, but yeah, it still looks great, especially for him. I love that they have this color right here for it, but on this other side, it does have some language there, so I don't actually know what it says. I might look that up, but if any of you guys know what it is, let me know just in the comments and say what amazing thing. Probably it does say some influential stuff, so I always love that. So yeah, his sword looks great. It's pretty long too, so I do want to be able to put it on here. So it just says that you can just put it in there. There's no in particular way. It can be either way. So you just kind of squeeze in, and then just like that, you're able to put it on there. So if you can see it right here, it goes all the way in, and it's pretty neat too. So yeah, I love this. I love this figure. It really is. I think it's not that expensive to where like, especially for a lot of other ones. So if you guys have a chance to get him, I would do so. I mean, I know there's a lot of other Rengoku ones, but I think this one, because it has him swinging his sword, I think is the better one. So this one, I do love that every Rengoku figure that I've seen has him smiling, because that's how he was in the show. I don't think I've ever seen him upset, sad, or anything like that. He was always smiling, no matter if he was eating, fighting, just even talking. So I love that every single one has it. So, and he does too. He has like a little grin right there, and then he has all this yellow around him with the red, and even this brown. It looks like a little bit darker brown. On here, it doesn't look like a normal brown, but it looks a little bit darker, so it just goes well with the base. It actually, I think it is the exact same color as his base, so I love that. Even his flames and his his hair and everything like that is the same red orange, and then also his outfit's the same as his base. So they did a really good job of being able to get all that together. And then they actually have this thing right here that is a little bit different than all the other colors, but it's what he has. And I love that the gray white on here, and it has, if you can actually feel it, the lines there, so it feels real to where like it would be if you actually had it and felt it. So and then especially with these flames right here, it does have like a better effect with it. So I think that one looks a lot better than like the other flames that I was able to open up from Tanjiro and all these other ones. So this one I think has the better effects with it, especially for it costing, like I said, a little bit more than the Bandai ones. So yeah, he does it. He looks fantastic. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to open them up together, because as you can see, they're fighting each other, and I wanted to be able to show that. And another reason was because I just really wanted to open them up, because they're amazing figures. So I don't think you can go wrong with either or. If you want to buy both, you can. But yeah, being able to get these two next to each other and then fight, I think it's pretty cool that a lot of these action shots you can actually get. So I love that they're able to do it. So yeah, Demon Slayer was an amazing show. I'm hoping they can keep going for a long time, and it gets the success that it deserves. So, and thank you guys for watching these two unboxings, and until next time.